So Brian, it was a historic win in Parma last weekend, but what reflections are you taking from the performance?
I thought they played really well at times. I think we spoke after the game how there was things that we probably were really happy with, but there's other things that we can work on. So we'll take the positives. We've looked at the positive stuff. When it comes to last week of Six Nations, you're always modifying quite a lot. So we've not trained a lot this week, but when we have trained, we've been good test match intensity, and we've got the areas we wanted to get to. So it's been a good week.
I'm looking straight into the squad that you've named for this weekend's clash against Ireland. A couple of changes, starting off with the backs. Meryl Smith is moving back into fullback and Corinne Grant comes into wing. Can you just take me through those changes there?
Yeah, obviously Chloe had an unfortunate incident at the end of the game, and there was nothing malicious in there. It was one of those rugby incidents that just she got technique wrong, and the hearing was I suppose that's how it went as well. So Chloe's out, Meryl comes in, and Meryl played at 15 against Wales, as did Corinne. So you're looking at Meryl being at 15 and Corinne being there. So they've played together this season already, performed really well against the Welsh. So we've got two players in that played well in those positions. So although changes have to be made, Rona going to GB, and rightly so. That's something we've kind of discussed with the GB7 squad. As Olympics is a massive driver for her. We knew that the first 4 games were available, and Rona going away, but with Corinne coming in, it's pretty smooth.
And then looking to the forwards, we've got lots of experience in there with Lana Skelding, who picked up player of the match last week. Emma Wassell returns, and of course Captain Rachel Malcolm with plenty of experience. What are you expecting from the pack this week?
Look, they've been brilliant all the way through. We've worked on our set piece quite a lot. There's been times we've been not so happy with the set piece, but we've been working at it. And you just look at last week. It was a real high percentage line out, 100% scrum. That experience is beginning to show through. And Eva Donaldson, who started last week for Emma Wassell, was excellent. But to bring Emma Wassell back in, that experience, it really helps the scrum, the power in the scrum, the line out, her knowledge around the line out as well. So there is as you say, an experienced spine through there, but there's also some youth. I think Alex Stewart through her first Six Nations has been excellent. Evie Gallagher's been outstanding. So there's experience all the way through. The front row have been excellent, and you look at Christine Belisle and Molly Wright. Second row of Louise McMillan, who again has it's probably her best Six Nations. She's got her 50th within the Six Nations, but she's also been excellent on and off the field. So that whole 8 have been excellent all the way through.
You've just touched on that youth. There are 2 young guns coming through that are named on the bench, Kieran Bell and Nicole Flynn, but also plenty of that experience and plenty of fire. We saw the impact that our bench had last week.
Yeah.
So can you take me through the bench?
Yeah, look, I thought the bench were excellent when they came on, that energy that they brought, and when we changed the front row, I thought they did really well. Leah, who's a very good scrummager, along with Eliane Clark, who were excellent. Alice Martin came on, she played against France. I thought she was excellent in there. So, a front row who have got experience, but also, the energy that they brought. Eva Donaldson, who started last week, who was, good in the line out, works really hard around the pitch. She does bring energy. And then Rachel McLaughlin, who, she's been unfortunate with injury coming into the Six Nations, didn't really train much, but got some game time last week, and you saw the energy that she brought. Mary McDonald, it was tough for her because this week around selection, and it was quite hard because I thought that was probably her best performance in the Scotland jersey last week. I thought they not only brought energy, but she brought control, and we played in the right areas of the game, and I thought I was really impressed with her. And we've then got 2 youngsters on the bench in terms of Kieran Bell and Nicole Flynn, who they've been great all the way through. It's hard for players when they come into an environment and they're maybe not getting that much game time, or they're not really in the 23, but those 2 have been excellent in terms of preparing us and getting us ready for internationals, and having those 2 on the bench has been excellent. I was kind of laughing, they were saying, when we beat Italy the last time, they weren't even born, so that makes me, 1, feel old, but 2, it just shows the strength of the feat that we made last week.